Okay. You done?
Just let me know.
Next up is announcements and videos. Hi Cameron, how you doing today? So most I basically have a Firefly, which is basically like an even more amusing locust, an assassin, which is like a 40-ton medium mech, and an enforcer, which has a Gauss rifle, ER large laser, medium pulse laser. And at the moment, since I've started off, I don't really have the inventory of weapons to be able to get things online.
I hear ya.
So this little Firefly here is my scout, and my usual plan so far, this is like my third mission or so. So my usual plan is to move this thing up and creep forward in cover, and then if there's more than a few enemy mechs, I just creep back. It's actually quite simple, really.
Alright,
I also need some chocolate here as well.
I've got an unknown on sensors. I've got a sensor lock.
The problem with the cicadas in this game, or at least this one, is that they have a massive engine, which in my opinion doesn't really mean anything for me. So because if I take a cicada over, the only thing I'm going to get for them salvage is massive engines. So 2 medium lasers and a small laser, that's not going to do shit, and to be honest, it's not really particularly great in the grand scheme of things. Not to mention they're kind of weak, so at the moment, in terms of mech salvage, I haven't been able to get anything. And of course, any enemy mechs that I tried to buy from the store while there's no engines in the store. So I'm kind of screwed here. So I've only got 3 mechs to choose to have. Okay, so we got 2-2, 2-2. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is actually I'm gonna move my stuff through this part here and make them come to me while taking care of those guys. So of course I have this fast as shit Firefly, so I'm gonna make it sprint. Particularly great. None of these options in reality are actually that good, in all honesty. And most of the time, I have 2 pilots with sensor lock, which is quite important when you get in these low matches and stuff, because everything is flying around so much. It generates a shitload of evasion. So at the moment, I'm going to keep this guy sensor locked, and I'm going to keep removing his evasion charges. Which is... That's a striker, you can tell because it's 35 tons and that was an LRM 10 or a 15 or something. So that striker is actually the biggest threat at the moment. You can see here, sensor locking that guy is a good thing. Hey Scarman, how are you doing? How was work, or are you in work? You see, unfortunately, the only mech I have that has actual punch is that Enforcer. And all that evasion charges, my Assassin and my Firefly generated have literally made it so the AI can't hit them. I'm pretty sure we can get rid of this guy now. But so engines are present in this game. This means that XL engines and stuff, they give you like a 50% engine weight reduction. The problem being is that your torsos are intensely vulnerable, so once the armor on those torsos go, usually you lose your engine. And I'm going to move my camera quickly out of here. There we go. That's good. So I'm going to have this Enforcer sit at the back, simply because while it's a very good brawler, the large laser, the medium laser and stuff, it is far better off as a sniper, so I can get those, you know, high 70, 80, 90% chances and stuff. It's actually really good at that job. Next up we have the Firefly, which has a shitload of lasers. The problem being is that it relies heavily on, you know, being at close range and stuff. So I'm going to sensor lock that with my Assassin, then I'm going to move my Firefly in and get rid of it then. I'm sorry, Scottman, what's up? Yeah, if I had my way, the Assassin would have probably a pair of light PPCs and an SMM4, maybe strip out the engine or something, replace it with a lighter one. Mr. Locust, I would just go 4 medium lasers, swap out the LRM5 for like an SRM4 or something, simply because I don't really find SRM2s to be that, well, LRMs to read. I don't really find the point of LRM5 in all honesty. So we're going to simply shoot this guy lasers and hope for the best. See? Those lasers are devastating. The problem being with the SRM2s is that you don't actually really get that much punch out of them. At best, you get like 16 damage or something. So hopefully we're going to finish this guy off, so I'm going to activate the Warlord trait, which gives me 2+ accuracy. And then what we're going to do is we're going to activate Offensive Push and aim for that CT. So the Gauss rifle hit, that means it's dead. It's pretty cool. Using these tactics and stuff like over and over and over again is really, really, really good. So we've got 2 cicadas and 2 strikers to go around. Those cicadas are going to probably act as the meat, while the strikers sit back. At least that's what I found what they do anyway most of the time, and it can be pretty annoying. So what we can do is I'm going to move my Assassin all the way up, I'm not particularly bothered if it gets hit. The only real piece of technology it's got on it that I could actually want is probably the tag. Like, I've been using tags so much in this game, it's not even funny. This guy's got an SM6 around 10, that means we just shoot at it and hope for the best. Yeah, could be worse. At least we hit it with something. The problem being is that, well, the self-spam is definitely a thing, and it's not something that you enjoy, especially at higher tiers, where basically you're going to be in the woods like all the time. Like, I've never really found something in the game when I was like, oh hey, maybe better off if I stuck in the open. Nope, just stay in those woods, baby. So those two cicadas have moved up. So for now, actually, I'm gonna sensor lock one of them for the enforcer to hit. And then the thing about these strikers is that I'm pretty sure one melee hit to them will kill them. For now, it's just avoiding the fire until we get close, because if these cicadas won't spot for it, then those strikers are basically blind. So we're gonna shoot it again. Come on. No, no, Torso's still alive.
Reporting critical hit.
It's just slightly screwed. Hey Toki, how you doing? How was the doctor's appointment? Sorry, I just put my my channel, my link on the thing. Did he try to melee it? I think he did. I think they might actually try with melee now, or not. You see, that firepower is just so weak. It's like 50, 65 damage or something. It's not really much in the grand scheme of things. So I can basically go up behind this guy and shoot him straight in the butt. And just hope for the best. Can we get a kill?
When I shoot you, you'll take it and like it.
I mean, I know that I need to do bigger missions to be able to get bigger mechs. The main problem is that I don't have the equipment or the mechs to be able to do those things, because I would need, like, as you understand, a full lance. I'm pretty sure I'm better off hitting that guy for now. Just take him out one by one. Come on, there we go. Engine kill. The problem being with these engine kills is that I won't actually salvage the engine from them, which is kind of annoying. Although then again, those engines for now are just way too heavy. It's like a ST-240 engine or something, so pretty much I wouldn't even give that to my enforcer, simply because the need for those guns and stuff greatly outweighs the engine space. And trust me, I honestly think having that Gauss rifle was way more useful than having an AC-20. So I'm going to keep you there. I just wish I came up against something that wasn't a fucking cicada.
Enemy flanking.
That's it. Like, there's nothing to fear from them, in all honesty. They can't.
I hear ya.
Like, I'd have more to fear from a friggin' scout mech, because at least they're kind of hard to hit, whereas these cicadas just kind of meep around and don't really particularly do anything in the grand scheme of things. So that's kind of shitty chances to hit. But I think I'm better off shooting this with these missile physics. What is these missile physics? I don't understand. Ow, 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 ow. It's just about those strikers, I've just lost how much? I want to see, I've lost 40, 55, 60, 91. Okay, Don't get hit in the back again, otherwise you're going to explode and you're not going to enjoy it. So Mr. Cicada is crippled on that torso. That means I should probably go from that side and then hope for the best. Right now, using offensive push or precision shot wouldn't be that great, simply because, well, the chances to hit would be really screwed over. And then I'm gonna, if I can, I'm gonna hit one of those strikers with a large laser and a gas rifle. They can take care of that cicada for now. It's basically neutered, and its melee attack is pathetic to say the least. So, oh wait, I can't shoot, can I? If I sprinted... No. Okay. So I have to shoot at it regardless, which I don't really particularly care about.
Reporting critical hit.
That'll work. So, move the Enforcer up now, I guess, and just keep slowly getting there. The Enforcer ain't really that fast, it's like a support. Well, it's supposed to be a frontline mech in the Battletech universe, so that's what it's going to be.
They're coming around the side.
Losing internet to a house. Okay, Toki, take care, sweetie. I'm going to disengage the Firefly from the fight now and just go straight for the strikers. Can we jump a Reno? Okay, we can't. We can actually get close to using this, okay. Yeah, those are shitty chances to hit, so we'll sensor lock you.
Got a lock.
And then my Enforcer should be able to hit it. Ow, 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 ow. Whenever I see those missiles going at me, I kind of lose a little bit of faith in myself. I'm pretty sure this should kill it. Is it dead? Did the tag kill it?
Show 'em what you got.
No. Okay. Unfortunately, hitting it with a glorified flashlight didn't really help. That said, I would very much like to kill a mech with a tag. I almost killed a Marauder too with a tag laser. Like, it hit the pilot and almost critted the pilot. I was like, that is my finest hour right there. So I'm pretty sure it's just Striker should die now. Nope. That's annoying. Those strikers are literally the most heavily armoured mechs you'll come against. It's kind of dumb. So I think these are pirate or local government forces. So maybe if I found like another planet with something else to go on, that would be okay. Because for now, this isn't really much of a challenge, in all honesty. Hell, I'm probably better off meleeing it, just saying.
Targeting for a physical attack.
Yeah. We just fire the tag laser for the sake of it.
Target neutral.
Yeah, that'll do. Ow, 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 ow. But yeah, for this patch, they greatly increased the amount of evasion charges a mech can have. And so, well...
Good to go.
Light mechs are really difficult to hit now.
Got it. Max speed, no shooting.
This should probably do a good amount of damage. Yes, there we go. Like, vehicles are cheap, but generally speaking, I would say they're about effective roughly against a mech 25% lighter than they are. So like a 100-ton mech is about roughly the same threat level as a 75-ton. Simply because once you take off like all the armor value parts of one bit of it, say if you take like all the armor parts off the side, and you hit it in the front, well, and you hit it in the side, it dies. Let's see, can we... Yes, we can.
Affirmative.
It's in rough terrain, but I don't think it'll do anything in the grand scheme of things. Let's shoot it. Hunter? Who is that? Oh, it has a LRM-20 and a flamer. Why do you have a... I don't even know at this rate, to be honest. And this guy isn't going to be able to do anything for now. Jump? Cool, that was pretty cool. I'll say that jump jets are kind of more useful on the low tiers than on the high tiers, simply because the high tiers you're going to be shooting most of the time. And we can hit it. And boop. There we go.
One more.
Mission.
And that's how you do an easy milk run, I guess. That's pretty cool. It's not bad, I guess. Could be worse. 181,000 credits, and I am kind of annoyed that I didn't get to do much. You see, these cicadas, in all honesty, are just kind of useless. Like, what is the point? Fusion Core 175, I will use that till death. SRM6 maybe. I'm kind of more interested in the LRM20, because that's 10 tons. Actually, I won't be able to mount that LRM20 for a while. The LRM10 is actually going to be more effective, and let's take an SRM6 on it. And we got even more cicadas, so 1, 6. So that's basically 2 more cicadas added to the duck pile, and you'll figure out how bad these are in just a second, because I'm going to show you like what they actually have for mounting, and it's utterly shit. Just the game modes. As you know, the Unity engine for Battletech is completely shit. Like, Battletech as a board game is like... Actually, I have some mechs with me.
Hey boss, we've just completed those upgrades.
Wait, let me show you. So at best, you're going to get 6 energy weapons and 4. I mean, I guess I might be able to mount one, I'm not sure. But I would probably need to repair both of these and then hope for the best. So, repair, strip, so 2, 2, and 2. So right there, it's not really much. I mean, I could use them, it's just a bit of a hassle, really. So 30, you don't really need that much side armor, 100 really, put you to about 60, put you to about 70 as well, that'll take a lot off, 20 days.
Right, I'll get it.
And then this guy over here, I want to refit him as well. I'm probably just going to sell this one in all honesty, just repair everything. Can you repair it? Yeah. Cool. So repair those 2 medium lasers, 8 days.
On it. I'll let you know when that's done.
So, manage tasks. So, I probably want to equip you first. So basically, I'm going to show you what Battletech in terms of what you're actually going to use. So, if you'll give me a minute. So, basically, if I wanted to play like a normal game of Battletech, first I would grab my maps, which one. Okay, so yeah. So first, I will probably pick some mechs. So like an average lance is about like 4 or something. So you'd probably like Amazon screwed up. Okay, they gave me like 1 box set. Forgot about it and then gave me another one. So I have like, this is a Cyclops. This, I'm pretty sure this is a Panther. So I'll grab myself like a Panther or something. So that's one. That's my light mech. This is another light mech. I think I'm not sure. And then I'd get like, this is a Cicada. And then let's round it off with say a Zeus. So I have. This is like for completely random. Actually, that's side. So like, if I wanted to play like a game of Battletech, I would have my light mechs, medium mech, I think, heavy mech. Okay? That's like a normal game of Battletech for online. But the actual tabletop game is actually slightly more different. So for instance, I could, if I wanted to, take some infantry with me. I just have to figure out where to put them. So, and then let's say I grab some infantry as well. Because Battletech is a combined arms game, so I put like... These are clan elementals, but just forget about it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then maybe some actual infantry, like those guys down there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I have my mechs and I have my infantry. Then else, I could also grab myself some like actual tanks and stuff. So in Battletech, there is quite a lot of stuff you can get. So I could actually take some hovercrafts with me if I wanted to, as you can see here, and then maybe I could add, I don't know, some what the fuck are they? Okay, that's a clan vehicle. I think somebody messed with all my units. I'm not sure, but fucking hell. Okay, I do actually have a bunch of manticores with me. So 3. What did I put it? Yeah. No, wrong one. Give me a minute. I basically have like this giant dump of stuff. So like, so give me a sec. So like, then if I wanted to, I could take like some fast units, like say these little hovercrafts. So hovercraft. Hovercraft and hovercraft. Fuck, this is actually slightly more difficult than it looks like. Hovercraft. Okay, so what if I wanted to take some tank destroyers as well? Well, there are tanks in the game called Hetzers, and these are basically wheeled versions of the ones in like World War II and stuff. So Hetzer, and then I could just literally just add some tanks. See, these are manticores, which you find in Battletech. These are like, I think these are 65-ton tanks or something. I go 65, 65, 65, 65, and 65. So there we go, manticores. So, as you can see here, like, if I wanted to play like the actual game, which I can't because nobody in the UK plays fucking Battletech, but if I wanted to, I could, so I've got like a lance of mechs here, I've got a lance of heavy tanks, I've got some infantry, and then I've got my fast support units, like my 2 Hetzers and my hovercrafts. You can't do any of this in Battletech because the game's engine only means you can support 4 units at a time, and that is pretty shit when you think about it. So rather than having like an actual battle, instead what I'm going up against is 4 versus 12, and the enemy gets 12 vehicles for some fucking reason, which is annoying. Like, I don't know what would be so difficult about allowing you to control your own vehicles, but then again, this is a problem with the game engine itself, which, as you know, is, well, shit. The Unity engine is quite literally horrible. I think Paradox just gave them like a basic bitch engine or something, or if they just developed it on their own, but I'm not really sure who made the Unity engine to begin with. If anybody knows, tell me. But the underlying cause of Battletech is that you're basically playing Lance Mech Simulator. Like in Mercenaries for Vengeance, a game which is... What was it? Mercenaries for... No, sorry. Mech Warrior for Mercenaries. A game that was out in like 2002. You can have a Lance of 8 mechs. And it's not a strategy game like this, it's a direct game. Yeah. Hey Bork. So yeah, just finished me ranting. So for now, I'm actually going to wait 8 days for that cicada to come up. As you can see here, there isn't really that much in the store. I mean, I could get 2 units of a Black Knight, but that's $1 million each, and I would feel like that would maybe be a waste of time. Up to 55 tons. Let's buy a pair of jump jets, heat sinks. So I'm going to wait for Cicada to come out. Then I'm just going to give it a crap ton of... Okay. So this is out. It's completely basic. It's a basic bitch Cicada. Let's up armor you. Give you 80. Actually, you know what? I mean, there's no point like with any of these arms because I can't mount any weapons on him. You say, oh yeah, you could put a pair of famers on him. What's the fucking point of that? Give you about 70 leg armor. This is like the disposable unit for me. So that's fully armored. Equipment. Let's give you a 165 engine. So that gives you a movement speed. Okay, what's the difference between you and you? I think a 175 engine is good enough. Cruise to top 15. Okay, next, let's shove an XL engine into it. I mean, actually, theoretically speaking, we could just... Actually, no, maybe... Nah, that's a little bit too powerful, just saying. So 175 engine, we now have 20 tons running around. Probably want to up armor the torsos simply to protect it from being like immediately called out, which is a pain in the ass if you ask me. What's you done? Okay, it's all up armored. Next, we probably want to put like some ender. Okay, that's 2 tons. So weapons wise, let's give it some pulse lasers. So I'm gonna give it 2 pulse lasers there. 1, 2. Actually, 1, 2 medium lasers. So you get 2 pulse lasers, 2 medium lasers. If the game would let me mount them, that'd be great. And another medium laser there. So we have heat strike of 215, but what I do have access to is an engine kit, which means I can transfer. I could basically transform this from 7 heat sinks to 7 double heat sinks. So we've basically doubled in heat sinking. So next off, we can then mount some regular double heat sinks on. So 1, 2, 3, not bad. And then last but not least, I actually want to see, is there anything come out here? So I could actually wield a Haywire AMP, which means that it like fucks with my enemy's sense of movement. But no, I could. Maybe I should. Put you there. Put a combat shield on. Shove some endo steel in. There we go. So what we have here is a mech that it'll probably work. So we have 4 double heat sinks. Now we have 13 double heat sinks, 2 medium pulse lasers, 4 medium lasers, Haywire EMP, a combat shield, which will tank the damage on the arm, and I don't particularly see a problem with this, and if I wanted to, maybe I could. Okay, I don't have enough for that. Yeah. That is literally a better cicada than the AI could ever make.
Shouldn't be too hard.
So manage tasks, I'm going to bump you up to there and you'll be done in 20 days. And then last but not least, we need to upgrade the Argus again. So in order to get you going, we need a structure repair, improved power conduits and structure repair. So basically, in order to get these guys going, I would need to do that. So I'll purchase that instead and then level up my mech warriors. So this is me. So far I have 5 mech kills, 8 vehicle kills, 2 injuries taken.
Waiting for orders.
For now, not really that much XP in the grand name of things. I barely have enough people to fill out a full lance. In fact, now I think about it, I should probably hire a extra person just to simply take care of my yeah, so the best thing I could do is probably hire another mech warrior. No, I want to hire a mech warrior. Thank you.
Commander?
God,
Standing
really?
by. Ready, full, waiting for orders. Hey there.
New mech warriors available.
Receiving. Ready for
Multiple.
orders.
Increase pilot maintenance and mood changes upon level. Okay, so let's just wait a couple of days.
Those upgrades you asked for are online, Commander.
And then let's upgrade the power system, probably.
Roger that, Commander. I'll get the crew moving.
Yeah, the game can be a little bit boring with this sometimes, especially with the financial report. I remember the vanilla game, the financial reports can be really, really shitty. Okay, Decker is fucked. That's annoying.
Waiting for orders.
So, at the moment we still only have 3 usable pilots.
Ready for
2,
orders.
3, 4.
I'm here.
Okay, we have enough, so we have 2 reserves. That's fair. I'm not really bothered about that. And now we have a fully operational cicada. So I now actually have a full lance of mechs. Repossession, local government leaders, fund buying down payments. Okay, I think I can actually do this now. So, go for full salvage. That's what I always want to do. And now we have a fully operational battle station. So we have the Firefly, Assassin, Enforcer, and a Cicada. So 3 mediums, 1 light. You'll do. I can't really see anything bad going with this. I have a Brawler for the light mech. The Cicada's also kind of a Brawler as well. Those medium lasers are actually pretty good, and I think they should... I think they deal like variable damage in pulse, so it's like 20, 20, 20 or something, rather than the straight 60. Because you know it's a pulse laser. Which is more accurate, which is like a downside to having it. But, you know, that's okay. As long as it hits more, I don't mind. And one day the game will decide to load. Thank you, game. No, I actually want to search what this engine is. Unity engine. Unity engine. By Unity Technologies. Yeah. I think they took the enterprise level, which gives you performance premiums, negotiated pricing. Yeah, I don't think it was a good pick for Battletech. Maybe like the engines that Paradox uses. So I'm supposed to go up against the badly damaged mechs. They probably have some reinforcements. 35. There we go. There's a 75-ton mech? Fucking shit, man. Okay.
What can I do for you?
The game may have possibly lied to me on this one. I'm not particularly bothered about it though. I'm simply going to move my Firefly in, and we're going to take down the light mechs first, and then finally the heavy.
Hostile on sensor.
So 45, 35, 75. So I think we probably landed around here. We'll probably be able to shoot at, let's say, the 45-ton first. So it's a Vindicator. Small laser, medium laser.
Yeah.
Okay. Turns out that was probably a horrible idea, but whatever, we can do it. Oh, a Jenna, really? Okay, let's all shoot at the Jenna then.
Got a lock.
Let's evasion lock him. And yeah, the whole evasion charges, I'm pretty sure the enemy doesn't have access to tanks or skills at the moment, which means that I am probably in a pretty big advantage compared to them. Jump jet there maybe. Yeah, that's a good enough hit. 92% with a Gauss rifle, just Jesus Christ, people.
Fire it. Scored a critical hit.
I think it's 3 crits on a mech to be able to slice it open. I'm not sure about that though. There's some really shitty chances. Yeah, those chances ain't too hot. I imagine that's probably because this pilot doesn't exactly have the best gunnery skills in the world, but oh well, let's try.
Target acquired. Take that.
That'll do. I want to see what this 75-ton mech is though. Okay, it's not going to show itself, so for now, we just keep pounding these guys. Jump. God, there's so much stuff going on right now. Okay, let's get rid of this guy. And his engine's dead. I mean, as far as I know, the enemy lances have a habit of like staggering the formations instead of, you know. That'll work. And then probably want to sensor lock that Vindicator again. I just wish the formations weren't so shit. Although for this mech, depending what it is, I think legging it would probably be the optimal option.
I'm here.
Could shoot this guy again.
Engaging target.
Boop. Oh, those Gauss hits never get old. It's just boop, reach out and boop someone and boop them so hard they'll never forget it. Sprint is what we can do. Those are some really shit chances. So, you know what, let's move over there and see what that heavy mech is for now. And it is a Marauder. I'll take it. 2 PPCs, 2 medium lasers, and AC5. That's a really awkward combination when you think about it, but fuck, let's just fire the weapons anyway and see what happens. Whatever. Ow, ow. It just immediately blows off my combat shield. Like, thanks, I didn't need that anyway. I kind of did.
Waiting on you, Commander.
55%. I might as well fire anyways. Get the tag up. Okay, he's tired. You can hit him now. And now we get some good chances to hit. Yeah. I don't think that Vindicator is going to be around for a while. He's just... No. I mean, my problem with Battletech is this ridiculous diversification of weapons they have. Like, loadouts are often like 1 or 2 heavy weapons with like a bunch of smaller ones. And the problem with them was that they just sucked.
Location confirmed.
Like, I know the whole generalist loadout is actually quite nice to appeal to, but generally speaking, it does kind of suck.
Locking in all weapons.
That's a lot of lasers.
Waiting for orders.
Okay, I think we could possibly go for a cripple hit. See if we can knock him down.
All right.
Or not!
Critical hit, Commander.
Oh, hey Kagi, what's up? You okay? I mean, I'm hoping to just shoot the Haywire EMP at it. And just get it to shut itself down or something.
Commander. Coordinates.
Yeah, I think for now, just keep shooting at it with stuff is going to be the optimal chance for it. So sensor lock him again.
Waiting on you, Commander.
And then that is a glorious amount of chances to hit. You know what, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to replace that LRM-5 on the Firefly with like an SRM-6 or something.
Firing everything I've got.
Because 3 damage like that is just pathetic.
More where that came from.
Honestly, what is the point of those missiles? He's just going to move out of the way for some reason. That's real nice, but...
Commander. Yes, Commander.
Let's get real close. Real close.
Roger.
Probably want to take off that medium laser.
Copy that.
I mean, you know what? If I salvage the chassis, I'm okay with that because I'll just take off the 245 on the Cicada and replace it with that. And he's not down.
That hit something good.
And you know what's actually going to be annoying is that I won't be able to get enough salvage to
Good to go.
take that Marauder out all the way. So I'll probably have to. Seriously?
Ready for orders.
Let's just shoot the shit out of it for now. Because I really want that Marauder, and I didn't blow off any part of it, I think. Did I? See, it's intact. Kind of. Maybe. Let's just shoot the torso and get rid of it for now.
Nice. Got past his armor.
Yes, Commander.
Let's see if we... 8.2% chance? Fuck yeah, I'll shoot it.
Mission.
That'll work. I'm not particularly bothered about that, really. So basically, all I gotta do is hope they give me the a marauder. You know what, that's incredibly annoying. I've got 2 Jenners, 2 Marauders, and... Oh, fuck! Wait, I got all 3! That's amazing. I love it. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to swap the 245 on the Cicada for the 185, put the 240 on the Marauder, and shove, like... I think the Gauss rifle on the Enforcer is good enough for now. Gauss rifle in one hand, large laser on the other, and then medium laser just sticking out the ass or something. Okay, let's do this. So, we're going to refit you, replace the engine. So, take out the fusion core. How many Excel engines do I have? And then replace it with a 160 maybe? Yeah, that'll work. What about 175? That'll work. I don't mind. I'm okay with that. So, then we'll probably remove both of the medium pulse lasers and put in a extra pair of mediums, 1, 2 like that, and then give it a bunch of heat sinks. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then add in some jump jets. 1, 2, 3, and then add even more heat sinks into it. Because I imagine that, let's just take off. Never turn, never heatsink. Cool. Okay, that'll take... I mean, buffering, this is a pretty shitty game when you think about it, so... Yeah. Was I disconnected? No? I think. I mean, I am technically running off a wireless connection, so... Which, humorously enough, is actually more stable than everything I have here, so take off the AC5. And the heatsink, no wonder why this thing had no fucking... Look at this. Pets are not allowed on the Argo. Really? We have these problems now, people? You know what, I think 50 armor is worth it. So we're going to shove in a 245 engine, put in the heatsink mod, there we go, it's all good. And then we start with the XL engine. So now we have 40 tons to play with. It is very nifty. So actually, what I could possibly do is that I could put a pair of 8010s on it. 50 plus stab damage. That's pretty shit when you think about it, but fuck it, we'll do that anyway.
New weapon systems available.
So there we go. Or I could put a pair of Ultra Cannon 5s on it, because look, fuck it, you know what, I'll put a pair of Ultra 5s on it, and with like a bunch of like,
New weapon
mediums and
systems
stuff.
available.
Okay, so we've got all of that. PPC maybe? No. The thing is with PPCs is that in the end they're just too heavy for their own good. Like for the amount of heat they generate, I feel like it's not worth it. So ballistic rounds, we're going to put in a pair of AC5s. 1, 2 with AC5. So we get 1+ accuracy. 1. I'm gonna put 3 in there. I don't really expect them to use all of it up, but that's the best we can do for now. And then 1, 2 medium pulse lasers, and then a pair of large lasers. So this may look terrible, I know, but look at that, we now have 11 tons of heat sinks to put in. So we're going to put a weapon mount on you. Actually put a weapon mount on those large lasers. And for now we have literal shit heat and efficiency. But I have 4 double heat sinks. And this is going to bump up that heat sink capacity to insanity. There you go, look at that. All of these glorious heat sinks. We have 7 tons of stuff remaining. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's glorious heat sinks, and then add it all up, and I basically have a fully armored Marauder. See, I have 2 large lasers with 3+ accuracy to them. I have my 2 mediums, and I have 2 AC5s. I will take that any day.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
So for now, sell this cicada. So that cicada's going to take 7 days, then the Marauder's going to take 32, which means I could maybe get like another mech going at the end of it. Although, to be honest, I feel like this kind of reward is kind of dumb, because you can just simply get lucky.
Those upgrades you asked for are online,
And then engineering, let's pull on the structure, then we can start repairing everything.
It'll take a bit, but we'll get it done.
Contracts. Fawn inside, and I think we could probably do Lost Air. Yeah, Marauders are pretty awesome. So you can some fires been holding pirate facility. Cool. And that looks like there's a lot of stuff involved. So usually I go for the full free simply because I can basically salvage myself a new mech out of it. And I can now level up my own characters, so view range and that.
Mech warrior training complete.
This guy is gonna really take forever. Level up piloting as well.
Training complete.
Waiting for orders.
And then you probably need more guts. Piloting done.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Orders.
And then Behemoth here needs a real help with gunnery.
Mech warrior training complete.
Okay, so we've got fully decked out mech warriors. Pretty really good. What's all this? Yeah, we'll do it. So 2 out of 9, 494,000 credits. Let's go. I feel like once you get the hang of the game and you realize how basic the AI act, you can just screw them over and over and over again. I'm glad for this mod because the base Battletech was 3025 equipment, which is super basic. There's no endo steel, there's no the ability to change out your engines, there's nothing really. You get small lasers, medium lasers, large lasers, AC2, AC10, AC5, AC10, AC20 and gas rifles. Of course, SRMs and LRMs as well, but there's nothing apart from that. You get lost tech equipment like some large lasers, some like large pulse lasers and some medium pulse lasers and stuff, but it's just kind of basic. Like this is far better. This kind of takes place like a couple of 30 or so years later after the clan invasion. Which you can do. You can actually go to see the clans and say hi in this one. It's pretty cool actually. Yeah. I'm still trying to find a mauler in my game. Got 2 marauders with 2 fire starter melees. Marauders and fire starters? 2 heavies and 2 lights? You sure about that, Toki?
Interface initiated.
Alright. Keep your eyes clear and watch your
So let's get the firefly moving. Go all the way up to there. Could it jump higher? No. Okay.
double time.
I mean, eventually I'll probably have to swap this out.
Picked up a blip.
Give something else maybe. 50, 50, 50. That's good. So they're all in cover. Let's go for that one. Crabs.
Locked on.
Crabs are nice. Laser boats. Unfortunately, I don't really have much that can shoot at them for now. So what I'm probably going to do is that I'm likely to just sense lock it with these 2 and then open fire on them with the Enforcer. Because
Sensors locked on.
low profile. So we scanned it twice. And I don't think the game actually has crabs, like the actual crab chassis in yet. So they're just using smaller versions of the king crabs, which you may have noticed, in which WoT does introduce like other mechs in the game, but instead they're like smaller or bigger versions, they're downsized. I don't mind really.
I
Actually quite like jabs. They will probably be, I mean, as far as I know there's 2 clan mechs in the moment. It's the Executioner and the Stormcrow. I haven't really found an Executioner when I was doing my, like at the end I had like 2 of them. I had an Atlas, a Marauder 2, and a Highlander and a Stalker, and I was pretty okay with that. The Stalker was slow as shit, but it was like an LRM 80 with 2 clan LRM 20s, which are like half as much, so that's great. Then, like, you can get double the amount of LRMs in clan mechs, and as far as I'm well, and that's like the most broken part about them. Like, you can make amazing missile boats.
waiting on you, Commander.
So as far as I'm concerned, sensor locks stack, I think? Yeah, sensor locks just keep stacking. So let's just keep removing all of his evasive charges, and then we'll just keep focusing them down into a one-on-one. These reinforcements I don't care about. This little forest here is really going to help when it comes to hitting these guys. So we're going to go there. And then that tag is going to give me an extra plus to hit as well. So I kind of wish I did have that Marauder with me, but I reckon I can take these guys. Yep, RM explosion contained. Target acquired, engine crit, sensor impaired, deep scan, shoddy. That's all on next. I reckon that probably has shifter armor.
Minor damage, Commander.
Oh.
Nothing to see here.
You know what? I can use my enforcer to shoot at that one and get the behemoth in the.
Standing by.
Oh, these glorious laser hits are amazing. Oh my god, all of these explosions, just watch it just cooking off. That's fucking amazing. Like, the normal Battletech doesn't have that. This is why it's better. Just saying. So, for now,
Waiting for order.
I reckon we can just walk straight up to this and shoot it with some lasers. Can we not do that? Wow, that is some really shitty chances to hit. Okay, what we can do instead is that... Wow, that's shit. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my cicada around there for now. So, dump it in the water and then have it flank people because it's not going to hit shit. Just saying. There we go. Done. So, they've probably got the heaviest mech done for now. That's a 50-ton vehicle. It's probably like a small scale RM carrier or something. No, I think that's another M10. I think.
Send me a real opponent.
So, I imagine that's probably a clan as well. Oh no, it's a hunchback. Oh shit, hello. Okay, we need to murderfuck this hunchback. So hunchbacks in Battletech, what they have is that this entire torso here literally just has a shitload of weapons. So all of its medium lasers are there, all of its missiles are there. So what you can do is just aim for probably the missiles and ammo cook it.
Good to go.
So I'm going to sensor lock you. And then I'll use the warlord trait on my enforcer and blow out the torso. Yeah, the damage reduction is going pretty well, so next turn I'm probably going to have to start moving these guys. So that's a great chance to hit on this guy. Look at that, beautiful. We can do it. I'm 100% sure that's probably a Panther. Panthers are like light mechs around with like a large laser or something. They're basically like mini enforcers from what I know. I never really enjoyed using them in Mech Quarry Online because the purpose of like a light mech with that's really slow doesn't really seem to help. In all honesty. Where are you going? Ow.
Yes, Commander.
That fucking hurt. Okay. So this hunchback here is probably going to be my biggest threat for now. So let's offensive push and hit it in SM6. Where's its lasers? Oh, 2 medium lasers. So we get it and we can pretty much cripple it, I'm pretty sure. Yes, there we go.
That hit something good.
That is beautiful. So I'm probably going to need to move my enforcer up now.
Alright.
It has the best armor. So hopefully they'll start shooting. There we go. Okay, the plan's working. As long as they, you know, don't hit the Gauss rifle, because if it does, I'm pretty sure there's just going to be like a giant cascade of shit blowing up.
Receiving you.
And then let's flank-a-doodle with this.
Lifting off.
Whee!
Targeting horizontal.
And it's haywired, so its heating is a bit fucked now. Ow. That assassin is probably going to have to move out of line for now. Things ain't really going so well. No.
I hear ya.
Okay, Firefly needs to back the fuck up now. Get rid of this hunchback with this one, hopefully.
Take this.
And the engine is kaput.
Should have run when you had the chance.
Boop. I know it's a javelin. Wow, that is really badly armed, isn't it? Okay, there's the Panther large laser, rest of them for now.
Yep.
Oh well. The tag will hit. The tag missed. The tag annoys me. Tags are basically laser targeting systems. They paint like a mech or something. I'm not sure what the point of that was. Yeah, the whole staying in cover and moving around thing is a little bit overpowered if you ask me. It like basically reduces their chance to hit by like half or something, and it really screws them up. Ow.
Barely hit, Commander.
That
Ready for orders.
hurt my feelings. Okay, so if we get behind it. 32. What are these shitty chances to hit, really? Okay, so probably better off aiming at that Panther for now. And then using the Enforcer to kill the other mech. So, 51%.
Target acquired.
Well, I'll take that. Let's reduce the armor level by a bit. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, ow, ow.
Waiting for orders.
Okay, let's fuck this up.
Roger that. Target confirmed.
Is it dead yet? It is not dead. That makes me severely unhappy. So basically we missed it completely.
What can I do for you?
But for now, it's like a 50... You know what? I'm just going to fire everything I have with that stupid Pegasus. I really don't want it to shoot again. And if one of these hit, it's going to one hit kill it anyway. It's gonna not iron down. There we go. That's good.
You like that?
Like, if I had vehicles in this game, I would have it as like a support lance. Like, say, one vehicle for every 2 mechs you have. Like even if it's just like a pair of Alaran carriers, or even a Demolisher, or even just a Manticore or something. Like, just give me something that I can feel like I'm playing a combined arms game with, because this is supposed to be like a fully fledged mercenary company, and they are doing shit with their mechs.
Locking.
And you've been tagged.
Solid connection.
Cool. So I can mop you up with the Cicada, and then move the Enforcer around to start shooting these guys with. Okay, we got the battle plan going on. What was the point of that?
up, boss?
70% chance to hit? Fuck yeah, sign me up for that one.
Firing.
And all of that. I imagine they might actually kill one of my mechs. It's not going so well.
Not much armor left. Okay.
Yes, Commander.
Let's start moving now. Okay, let's put you in cover
Copy that, Commander.
and then start moving you up now. So 50 ton mech, 30 ton, 30 ton, 55. That might be like a support unit, and that might be an actual tank. Don't know, we'll find out.
I hear ya.
Waiting for
So let's get rid of that stupid light mech. Is it dead yet? No.
I think I hit something good.
Really, dude?
Minimal damage on that.
Oh, okay, it's very pissing me off now. Okay, let's have you run into the mountains. Run to the mountains. Let's see what we're up against. So we are up against a bullet ant, which I suppose severely just about lost everything. An urban mech. Why do I care?
Got it.
Please shoot it. Nope, still alive. I mean, no. Wouldn't you like to command those?
Orders.
Okay, you probably need to just move somewhere else for now. Just go into cover. We'll have the Cicada move up from one side and have the Enforcer move up from below. That's fair. And imagine we can start hitting them now with the Gauss Rifle and the Ice Laser. And there's a medium pulse laser involved as well, which is incredible.
I'm here.
Okay, oh, just the urban mech then? Okay, cool. Irby gonna die, Irby gonna die, Irby, small laser. Oh, Irby. Boop!
Come on, people. Let's make it happen.
And not down. I'm just kind of amused that just doesn't fall down. I feel kind of bad for that mech. The Drawson. It might actually blow my arm off. No, arm isn't blown off yet. Okay. That's weird, but let's not question that logic. Seriously, how is the arm not blown off? The mech physically recoiled from that. I don't think that Irby is having much fun right now. Let's see. 36, 80, 76, 1. Yeah, Vindicator needs to go far, far away.
Position confirmed.
You need to just hide under a rock. Your service is done. One of your torsos is literally about to blow off. So let's just run away for now.
Target eliminated.
Yeah, that'll work. Don't let that urban mech hit you with a Gauss. Nah, he's just hit me with an AC-10.
Waiting on you, Commander.
So let's see. Could we knock these guys up now? 50. 5. Can we? Okay, we can definitely screw over that urban mech.
Firing.
So the right legs got destroyed, and then the pilot just immediately died. That's... What the fuck was that? Now I'm getting nervous because that thing had a skull face on it, and what I know in Battletech is that anything with a skull face is kind of terrifying.
Commander?
Let's see, we can shoot you for now. You don't really have any ammo on you or anything. What are you? Oh, you're a hovercraft. A large laser to SM2s and M10. Why the
All
SRM2s?
weapons are go.
I don't understand this incredible habit of just packing on as many weapons as you can, which either means you don't have enough armor, you don't have enough speed,
Reporting. Enemy
or
vehicle
you
delivered.
just can't really do much to begin with. No goddamn sense, which is what I'm going to quote from Shoddycast. I just don't really understand why. Wow.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, so we've got left is a 30-ton mech with a skull face on it and a vehicle which I believe has probably seen better days. Oh, javelin. He might actually hurt.
What can I do for you?
Question is, can you finish off that tank? You might be able to, I'm not really sure. 50%. 34%. 59. Okay, that's the closest it's gonna get, I think. Yeah. So at best we can hit it with a light PVC in attack. That's not ideal, but if we can get rid of it, I'll go for it. Please hit. Thank you!
That hit something good.
Not that it
I hear
mattered
ya.
in the grand scheme of things. Okay, so that's facing away from that direction.
Got it.
A rear shot? Oh boy, this is gonna get down ugly. Look at this. It just blew it apart completely, that's great.
Outflank.
Okay, one left.
Ready for orders. I'm receiving you.
Don't tell me I have to go all the way up to get it now. Really?
Roger.
That's kind of annoying.
Good to go.
Can you hear that? That is some super shitty chance to
Moving
hit.
to position.
Well, we can hope.
Let's see how you
All we have to do is just to hit it once. In the right place. I'm kind of annoyed that the tag didn't
Waiting
kill
on
it
you,
though.
Commander.
Move 60%
On my way.
now. That'll work.
Here we go.
And they're all dead. For a second there I thought they were going to gangbang me.
Now,
But then they did the very idiotic tactic of just rushing one at a time, like in a James Bond movie or something. Yeah, that's not going to help. And 400,000 credits. Nobody died. Oh boy, there are so many options there. I mean, what I would love for this is the endo steel and like the endo steel, the crab, and the heavy rifle, as well as the light 85 and also that MML. But mechs are the primary priority. We could get no crab today. Okay, we got an MG pod, that's M6 MG. We got basically shit from this. Yeah, that's not so hot. 9 million in salvage. Not really. It isn't 9 million in salvage. Okay, so Davion Commonwealth, so Steiner 1. Wolf versus Ghost Bear, Steel Viper, we got clans attacking each other, clans versus Coyote, House Horses. Oh.
Ready to go over financials whenever you are.
That'll do. So, imagine, actually, I kind of want to wait for that Marauder now.
Network orders complete, boss.
See,
Top
and it
notch
looks
work,
slightly
if I may
better
say
now,
so.
that's always cool. And now we can add in a mech bray, which either gives +7 tech points or +3, so that either goes for 18 days, that's on for 15. So basically, $2.5 million, that's half of my income.
Sure thing.
I don't
It'll take
particularly
a
want to
bit,
pay for
but we'll
half of
get
my
it done.
income, just saying. Actually, let's upgrade the pilots beforehand. So Spitfire is at, I want piloting.
Training complete.
Receiving you.
You don't really have that much. Let's add you up for an even number.
Complete.
What can I do for you?
You need to go for piloting and gunnery.
Training confirmed.
Shoot down, Decker.
Orders.
Decker's got pretty shit stats. It's Behemoth I'm using most of the time, really. That and give you some more gats.
Training complete.
Good to go.
Mech warrior training complete.
Anyway, let's wait for this Marauder to finish up. Behemoth suffers 1 injury. God damn it, Behemoth. Okay, looks like Decker's up. That's why I have reserves for random shitty times like that when the game's just like, oh, by the way, you lost somebody. So we can take the Firefly out of service now. So we're going to free up some modules for it, I think. Yeah. So LRM5, a bunch of double heat sinks. Yeah, I definitely want those double heat sinks. Like strip it and then sell it for salvage.
Log and
That work order you submitted is complete.
And 700,000 credits. So our lance now consists of 3 mediums and 1 heavy. Or 1 heavy medium and 2 light
One to
mediums.
step up from the leopard, isn't it? I've got to hand it to Dr. Burrell. This Argo is a hell of a ship.
So now we can do bigger ones now. So this is the most we can do. So probably finish off. So I want to do. I think this would actually be the better one. So let's go for max salvage, because there's almost always a bunch of mechs in the way. So let's put you there, you there. Put Decker on the Cicada. Swap out the Enforcer for Decker. So we have our 2 spotters, heavy, heavy. Oh, AC2 ammo. Why do you have AC2 ammo? Did I put AC2 ammo on my Marauder? Am I stupid? I am stupid. Wow. I was just about to give my Marauder ammo that wouldn't have helped. Okay, that is pretty stupid. There we go. That's better. That's what we wanted.
right. I'll get it in the schedule. On it.
Okay.
I'll let
Now
you know
hopefully
when
if
it's
there's
done.
no more shittery going on.
Job's done, Commander.
Just want to put you into wolves. I always go for salvage over money, in all honesty. I think the salvage is far more worth it than just flat out money. And then Decker's up. And then you can go there. So, spotter, heavy, cool. Interesting enough, to be honest, my Enforcer probably has more accurate weapons than the Marauder. That's just how it goes, really. It's got a good, you know, accuracy and everything. Nice long range mech. Pretty punchy. Yeah, that'll work. So basically, you can actually rate difficulty settings on the WoT mod as well. So at the moment, I've got mine on a difficulty setting of +or -2. This means so each one is hello Battletech, could you load please? So each difficulty setting of either plus, you go I have 0, which means it'll always be the same difficulty rating, or up to 10. This means that each 0.1, so each number on the scale
Command
is
interface
half a skull.
initiated.
So this may be either a 1 skull mission, which is super easy, or a 3 skull mission, which is probably what I can really do right now.
Yeah.
Okay, you can't go anywhere, so I mean, the
Location.
next mech I kind of want is probably going to be like an LRM support mech or something, because LRMs with incredible indirect fire capability are amazing. So I imagine that one will be coming by the road, but we'll probably be able to shoot that 50-ton first. Hunchback, okay. And then those engineers almost always reach the base. There we go. 4 damage, 4 damage, 4 damage, 4 damage, 4 damage. So from what I know of this map, they spawn like a bunch around here and then the rest come up from up here.
Waiting for orders.
I hear ya.
As you can see, there's not really much going on right now. LRM wise, the best we can do is simply to spot targets.
Got a lock.
So Wolfhound, Hunchback, and that's probably a Centurion or an Enforcer. I wouldn't mind having a Centurion. Give like an AC-10 on it. Or a Gauss Rifle. AC-20s I found are kind of useless on like Centurions. Simply because the recoil. And the fact that they are like as inaccurate as fuck. So sprint. Yeah, if I had LRMs or something, this would be great. But for now, that answer is a big fan loop. Although having the jump jets though, pretty useful. So I'm going to move my Marauder to counter that 55-ton mech, and then the rest can engage the Hunchback and the Wolfhound, and then I think another 2 lances of either mechs or vehicles will spawn. They might be mixed.
Yes, Commander. Got it. Full speed, no target.
There we go. So it's just a simple waiting game for him. And then for now they're just gonna, like, when the engineers reach the base, I think this happened on my last stream, but once the turrets start flying, things just have a habit of dying. That's about it really, it's just like fucking missiles and stuff everywhere. I think he's got a medium laser, I'm pretty sure that's a medium laser. A lot of damage to my assassin, no, that's an entire armor point off. 2 medium lasers, ER medium lasers, that's a really good armament.
Commander.
It's not going to help him with. Sensor lock.
I've got a sensor lock.
Remove his invasive charges and let those LRMs rain, baby. Ooh, it's a 45-ton as well. Okay, well there's... Well, now we know where the last one is.
Orders.
That is a really good chance to hit. Why is this thing so accurate? Anyway, who cares? How'd you like those apples?
Critical hit, Commander.
I bet that really hurt. I'm pretty sure none of them can take the Marauder on to begin with, so I'm not particularly
Waiting on you, Commander.
worried about what it's going to face.
On my way.
And then let's give him some laser spam.
Time to die.
Let's just keep fucking him up. It's not going to be too difficult.
I'm receiving you. Copy that, Commander.
Wolverine! I really like Wolverines. Let's kill it.
Target confirmed.
I remember like using Wolverines in Mech Warrior Online with like 3 large pulse lasers and just pew 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 pew. And now the lasers, and now the missiles are gonna start flying. Oh, I wanted to use that medium X pulse laser. The medium X pulse laser is basically a clan medium pulse laser, but it has extra heat. Like regardless, the clan weapons are just usually better. They're lighter and stuff, although the ice weapons have less heat, so Usually you take like a couple of clan weapons and then a bunch of like IS weapons. Is that cover? I'm not sure it is, but I don't care. Let's kill this lance. The number one threat for me is not to spread out too much. So this is the furthest this guy can go because the enemy will start like dropping on this side of the map, which will mean that that part of the base is going to be pretty undefended.
Here it comes.
And he's tagged. He's tagged. He's tagged. He's tagged. He's tagged. He's tagged. He's tagged.
40 critical hits.
He's tagged. He's tagged. So we have a reinforced sniper turret, a camouflage LRM turret, what is that? That's a big spider. So let's see what this defenses this base has. It has a light shredder turret with a rocket launcher 5, a medium pulse and a large pulse. That's not going to help. Reinforced sniper turret, that's pretty good. And a camouflage LRM turret with 3, so it can do like about 36 damage, maybe more. So actually my attention span stretched the limits. Yeah, that's our problem with Battletech. Or people are like, yeah, you should stream it all the time. I'm streaming it. And so far, it looks like nobody on Reddit server really gives a shit. Like, thanks, Renner. You're really helpful. Anyway, let's kill this wolfhound. Extra medium laser and knock. Oh no, it's not a knock. It's a haywire.
Want some more? Huh?
Oh well. It's probably going to die the next time something fires at it. It's got 2 crits on its engine. I think it's 3 crits for the engine to die. Oh no, Wolverine, you took almost half an armor point off my Marauder. I really don't care.
Receiving you.
Let's... maybe... Definitely... kill that wolfhound. Okay, kill the wolfhound, and then let everybody else focus on 2 others.
See how you like this?
Yep, that's one down.
Hostile removed.
It's scanned and stuff. And that's Mr. Hunchback with the... Ow. I think that was... yeah, that was an AC-10. Deep scanning, so I think firing at this spider. So it's 94. Either way, it's like a massive number to hit. So activate the Warlord trait. Precision strike. And I want to say... so that has a bunch of ammo. It has a large laser. Hey Panzer! Left hand. So... that's the one we want to shoot at. Okay. How are you?
Not bad. What you doing?
Battletech.
Mech destroyed.
And I just one-shotted a medium mech. Yay. That's why I take the AC5s. Like, the AC10s and 20s can be
I'm
mech
calling.
as fuck.
I'm calling that OP.
What?
That you one-shotted a mech. That's just OP.
Yeah.
You cheating. You're a damn cheater. We all know that. Use aimbot and assist, right?
Aimbots. Oh, aimbot. Anyway, I think this is their reinforcement showing up now, so the turrets can hopefully take care of them. Or not.
The turret can hopefully take out the...
Well,
what happened to English, Sophie? What happened to English?
so we have a vehicle with 60, 50, and 55.
Orders.
So I'm going to start moving my mechs down now. That's some shitty chances to hit. We can tag it though. Okay, hit a PPC and it's tagged. That means hopefully the turret should start shooting at it. which if they do, that means we're gold. So out of this lance, there's just the giant spider thing and the hunchback to go. So my marauder will take care of him pretty well. Marauders still don't give a shit. You've taken off one and most of another armor point, but I really don't care. Look, it's got armor left, armor left, armor left, armor left, armor left. You could do that another 2 times, and I don't think that have crippled the armor yet.
Waiting for orders.
I also have massive cramp in my leg. I walked for 4 kilometers today.
Moving out.
Uphill. It was painful.
Firing everything I've got.
And it's narked. That means hopefully if that hunchback starts moving, we'll be able to narc it again. I think narcs stack. Oh no, it's not a narc, it's a haywire EMP. Wow, that was pathetic. Do you know what Renna's doing? They're just watching a video or something. That's.
She's in our chat. I don't know if she's still in the game, but it's gotten way too heated into general gaming debates, and I was like, yeah, this is no fun.
Wait, what?
I left. People are just getting salty and shit.
Wait, where?
If you scroll down, you'll see that the art voice is completely like it's full as fuck. Only, even though there's like 3 of us in the actual game.
Yeah, I've like that. Like that's the thing on Renner's server. Once she starts playing the game, everybody else plays it, and then good luck ever being alone or having a small group of people to play with.
No, it's alright. Like you still have a small group of what I like to call the regulars, semi-regulars. And it's alright. Like you know that's how things function basically.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you should come on. I really want you to see my labor of fashion insanity.
Tomorrow I'll be streaming and I won't be back until like 4:30. So at most I'll have like
Damn.
and 2 hours and a half to myself tomorrow.
No worries.
Thursday though, sure. I'll come on Thursday.
Well, when you couldn't be bothered, because trust me, I'm like, shit. I've been what have I been doing? Have you actually ever been in my base?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really lagging shit out now. I kind of went a bit overboard. No, I didn't. I really didn't.
There is never enough overboard. There can never be enough
exactly.
overboard.
Exactly. That's why I didn't go overboard. But I'm just finishing now rebuilding like a whole massive section of it, so it actually fits in with the rest of the like base, basically. But yeah, it's really lagging shit out. I think when you start to try to get to it, like Rena was. I told her to visit it, so she was just trying to, and she was like, yeah, you realize I have to sit here and wait until it basically just... Okay, this should not be fucking...
Are you having fun?
Something is off, and I can't tell you what exactly. Although I do have a bit of an idea, but...
You are so special.
I am. Oh no, everything is right. I mean, it's not right with the world, but it's not as bad as I thought it was.
Power-up detected.
What can I do for you?
And I'm willing to take that.
Well, I'm reasonably sure we can kill this hunchback now. It's haywired again. Is it gonna die, please? No, not yet. Okay.
So why do I have a feeling that once you're done, they're gonna start saying that they came for the hunchbacks, but they didn't say anything, so I had to tell them back.
I actually might go to bed after this. I'm gonna finish this game and end stream and then just go to bed. I'm doing here simply because I was supposed to stream yesterday, but I didn't because I was tired. I ran out of spoons yesterday.
Run out of what?
Spoons.
How can you run out of spoons?
Do you know what spoon theory is?
From the room, is that it?
It's like for every social situation, you take away a spoon, and you have a set number of spoons to begin the day with. If you run out of spoons for that day, that means you start chipping into the spoons for the next day.
That is a very interesting theory.
Oh yeah, CJ, don't worry, I'll be streaming normal Armored Warfare stuff tomorrow. And I also made a quick overlook. Well, I say quick, it's like 20 minutes long, of the new Tier 8 Premium, the Leo 2A4 Revolution. It's actually pretty cool. But I kind of have to wonder how you would miss a building, Hunchback. It's a giant concrete block of shit. There's a lot in there. Why would we play this on YouTube? Because this is this is like one of the only games I can play that I would actually forget the time on. Like, I would actually get immersed in. Because I enjoy this somehow. And there's a tank called a Rottweiler, and it's really lowering my FPS. Wow.
There we go.
The game is lowering my FPS. That's a big fucking tank. So it's got 2 rocket launcher 10s, a light ER-PPC, a light PPC, and 2 SRM streaks. Wait, so it doesn't have that much fight? What is this obsession with one-shot weapons? Why?
Because they're tankers from World War II, remember? The first tank that got off the shot was most likely to win.
I'm probably going to move my mortar up now. It should be able to sprint there next turn. It's just for now. Actually, if I don't fire the AC-5s on this one, it means the recoil penalty is lowered. So just shoot out with it with large or medium lasers for now. I'm not particularly bothered. Boop, 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 boop.
Are you bothered, bruv?
I mean, earlier, if you had seen, I was actually getting annoyed with the game, and I actually bought all my Battletech figures out, and I was screaming about it, because like in this game you can only play like up to 4 things, whereas in like the actual Battletech tabletop, you can play like everything, because the Unity engine is shit.
Were you screaming at the actual figures?
I wanted to. What engine does, like, the Paradox? Does Hearts of Iron 4 and Solaris use the same engine?
Yes, it's their own engine. It's called Clausewitz.
Yeah.
They've been using it for ages. I think since at least Crusader Kings 2, probably earlier. I think maybe even Hearts of Iron 3, I think, also ran on Clausewitz. But, you know, for their shit, it's good. Like, it works. I can't really.
I mean, so far, it's managed to work pretty well on Solaris. With, you know, 2000 welds and
yeah,
everything.
I mean, if anything, their engines are built for complexity.
And then meanwhile, you have this, which is published by Paradox, and the engine is just awful.
Yeah, but it's not developed by them, because no one else uses that engine. Only their in-house devs.
I guess.
Oh god, how I wish they had not gone into publishing.
Friendly structure.
Oh, I lost a building.
I mean, I kind of do and I kind of still.
All I want is the salvage. I don't care about the building.
Good to go.
I would make an incredibly bad mercenary. Like, I'm running on a GTX 1060 with 6 gigabytes. I have the 3rd best Rayoden processor, and I have 16 gigs of RAM, and this game is running at 20 FPS.
Okay, let me tell you what I'm running. I have a laptop with an Intel iCore 4000M, which is 2.4 gigahertz dual core, 3 megabytes L3 cache, and an NVIDIA GeForce 940M with a 2 gigabyte dedicated RAM, and 4 gigabytes of RAM.
Good to go.
Guess what? When you see what I've been able to do in Arc with that shit. Oh yeah, baby. You just have to lower down all your settings. Fuck all.
I did the same with my other computer. I just ran around on lower settings and didn't really give a shit about it.
Oh yeah, exactly. I mean, like, I'm not streaming, so I don't have an audience to disappoint. All of my disappointments are personal.
I do remember having to play Armored Warfare on lower settings.
Really? I
mean,
maybe.
I mean, the 770 in order to stream the game, I just played Armored Warfare on like the lower settings. I had the vehicle textures on high though, but otherwise the environment and like the water was just horrible.
Yes,
Well.
Commander.
Can I shoot at things with my Marauder now? Yes, I can. So the first port of call, that assassin can't do much. The Wolverine's going to take too many hits. The Hunchback, I can hit it with like all of my weapons though, and I'm 90% sure I'm going to probably at least cripple it once. So let's take the Marauder into the fray and shoot this Hunchback. I mean, if I wanted to make my Marauder into like a true brawling machine, I'm 90% sure I could strap an AC-20 onto it and just laugh in 100 damage. But the thing is with the AC-20 is in order to make it accurate, I would need to put it on an arm, which there isn't an arm-mounted ballistic weapon on Marauder. Then I would need to put the arm-mounted weapon mount in it for 1+ accuracy. And then a TTS ballistic +2, and then that would make it accurate. And all of that, when I could maybe get like a pair of AC-10s. I'm unsure what that was supposed to do. I could probably ignore that assassin for now. Well, I'm actually kind of hoping to get rid of these guys. Can I hit this Rottweiler though? It's a tank called a Rottweiler. I know that they're like really vulnerable to melee attacks though, so I hope this could do damage to it. The tank is bigger than my mech. Wow, I just dealt 96 damage. And I get tagged! That looked like it hurt. The Hunchback's pilot is about to die. I'm actually... Maybe I could actually finish off this lance altogether before the timer runs out. I'm not sure.
Commander.
Let's move you up, so... Yeah, I could get my Enforcer to kill that light mech, and then get everybody to start shooting the Wolverine and the tank. Ow. It has a Guardian ECM system as well. Ow. It just blew off its arm, its ECM system, and the weapon. That hurt. That really freaking hurt. There's a lot of pain in Battletech. Most of it is other people's pain, but sometimes it's my own. Like, just watching a LRM swarm on one of your mechs is genuinely terrifying.
Oh, you poor thing.
Shut up.
Firing everything I've got.
I really feel sorry for you.
You don't.
Critical hit, Commander.
Of course you do.
Sarcastic little shit.
Fuck off, you whippersnapper.
Hey, you're not old. You're not that much older than me.
What are you, what now, 21?
Yeah, I'm 22 in November. You're like 25 or something.
I'm 28.
See? You're only 6 years older than I am. Yeah, I feel like the difficulty level of Battletech is like more pronounced in the vanilla game simply because you don't have all of these like techs and stuff to play around with. Like, Eventually, you'll be able to get to the point in which you can mount an XL engine, endo steel, and an ECM system on literally all of your mechs,
Waiting for orders.
if you so desire. So, do I over... Yeah, I think knocking out the Hunchback is going to be the best idea. Hopefully. Yeah, it's dying. Is it going to blow up? Is it? Is it? Heatsink destroy, heatsink...
Mech destroyed.
Oh, and the mech didn't die actually. The pilot just... I guess he just...
Gave up.
Well, the mech's
this
internal gyro just blew out, which gives like an extra pain point to the pilot or something. So he died.
Oh, damn it. I'm wounded.
Okay, Medusa, you're up. The question is... You know what, you are literally just better off just meleeing this tank.
Putting my weight into it.
Ooh. Could we kill it with a tag? No. I'm just... One of my mechs is just punching this giant tank over and over again. You know, I'm glad friendly fire and collateral damage isn't installed, because with the amount of LRMs that fly around at like when you get to heavy mechs is like ridiculous. It's like just LRMs everywhere.
It's the LRM simulator.
It's missile hail simulator. Like I could have built like maybe like an LRM like 100 or more on my Stalker. The problem being was that I don't think it would have run out of ammo in 4 rounds, and that's not particularly useful. Yeah. And the tank died. It fell apart. It just exploded completely. That's... I'll roll with that. And Mr. Wolverine is sensor locked, and then after that we can... Let's take the Warlord trait. Warlord. No, I don't want to run armored warfare. Offensive push. And let's aim for the torso.
Giving him everything I've got.
WoT got surprised but sex by the assassin. It did indeed, Bork. It did indeed. And then I'm just going to open fire on this completely with the Lord and hope for the best. 99% chance to hit. Warlord.
Still gonna miss.
Offensive
You're gonna miss it.
And
you're gonna whiff.
Okay, let's see if we can kill it in 1 hit. Yep. Completely destroyed. Explosion, engine destroyed, right arm destroyed, pilot injured, just everything died.
Mission
Like, there is a thing called cold shots, in which you attempt to target all of your weapons on one single component, which is kind of broken, because if you're at close range, put on all your accuracy mods and just aim straight at the torso. That damage for the torso will then go into the structure points for the engine, and then the engine dies.
Engines never die.
Engines never die.
You just put more coal in them and they go like, okay!
Cool, I can now get a full... No, wait, I can't get a Wolverine? Really, game? God damn it.
You don't have enough adamantium for full Wolverine.
I don't have the full Wolverine. Okay, what else can I get? So...
Really, are you gonna settle for something less than a Hugh Jackman since you can't get a Wolverine? Is that
yes. Hunchback, maybe, but then it's too slow. I don't know. You know what? Fuck it. I'm not going to go for mechs. I'm just going to go for the weapons this time. Because there is a crap ton of weapons involved. There's streaks, there's SRM6s, there's a tag, there's an ECM system. I'll take the ECM system. Heatsink, 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 heatsink. Jump jets. Oh, there's a stealth system as well. You know what, I'll take that. I don't care about the max. Got some ER medium lasers, plasma torch, 2 rocket launchers, don't care about those. Okay, that's it for now, guys. I have to go to college tomorrow, which is why the stream's like only 2 hours long. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. And hopefully next time I stream Battletech, we'll have a lot more heavier stuff going on around. So, dude. Take care for now, everyone, and I'll see you all tomorrow for the normal Armored Warfare hangout. And you guys should definitely play with me, because that's always fun. Take care for now, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow with the Leopard 2A4 Revolution. Bye!